The case of a Manatee County dog has now spread to the state capitol. Padi, the black lab, bit a child. The law said he should be put down but after public uproar, that dog was released. And now a local lawmaker is fighting to change the law so that it doesn't happen again. News Channel 8's John Rogers joining us now live outside Representative Greg Stubbe's office in Sarasota tonight. John, why did he decide to step in here?
Well, Keith, it's basically democracy in action. After the story first came to light, his office here was inundated with phone calls. So he looked into it, saw that the laws were unfairly written, so he decided to do something about it. Padi is home, and for his owner, Dr. Paul Gartenberg, that's all that really matters.
The important thing was that we got Padi back, and we couldn't be happier about that.
But it was a journey to get here. Earlier this summer, Padi attacked a 4-year-old boy and was about to be euthanized. Many say the attack was provoked, but under the law, Padi had to be euthanized anyway. The dog was eventually released by a judge, but State Representative Greg Stubbe wants to step in.
I do think that it's an injustice in our current way that the law is situated.
He filed a bill to change the dog bite law.
Both sides of a story need to be able to be explained.
Stubbe worked with county attorneys to draft this bill. It would allow hearing officers discretion in dog bite cases.
Obviously, there are circumstances where a dog could be defending itself, it could be defending a home, it could be defending property, could be provoked, and those are the type of things that I think are important for a hearing officer to be able to hear evidence on and then make a decision.
Gartenberg thinks something has to be done to prevent more fiascos like what he's gone through.
They can't go through this over and over again every time there's an animal bite case.
He hopes the case of his beloved dog can set a precedent.
If we can have an impact on the animal world, then this was all for a good cause then.
Stubbe told us tonight that he's hoping to call this Padi's Law. Now the Florida legislative session begins in January, and Stubbe's hopeful that this can be signed into law sometime next year. Keith?
And John, it's my understanding that even though Padi is home, he has some restrictions.
Right, yeah. Currently, a circuit judge is reviewing whether the dog bite law is constitutional. So in the meantime, Padi is allowed to be home, but must be strictly monitored around people.
John Rogers live in Sarasota tonight. Thank you, John.